Hey guys, bringing you my first Total War Warhammer 2 ranked battle. I'll be playing as the Dark Elves, and my opponent will be playing as the Lizardmen. So, I thought I'd play loads of Skaven, and I thought I'd play loads of Lizardmen. I have played both, but it's ended up that Dark Elves seem to be my favourite. I just think that they, I don't know, they have a lot of options, and they've got really cool sort of hard-hitting infantry. They've got cool cavalry, and they have Malakith, who is legit like my favourite hero in the game so far, or legendary lord. Especially when he's mounted upon Seraphon, his dark dragon, who is a beast, and they're both just such a beastie combo. Really awesome. So we'll run through the army compositions, and we'll run through the, well, we won't run for anything else. We'll just let the battle kick off, and I'll try and catch some of the cool action that's going on. And we'll have a look at some of these cool new units. So my front line is comprised of a mix of these Black Ark Corsairs. The Black Ark is like a Dark Elf giant pirate frigate ship thing, and these are kind of like your pirate guys, but I mean they're a bit more hardcore than normal pirates. They are dual sword infantry, so they're very high damage dealing. They have this dragon cloak, which I guess gives them more armor, more resistance to missiles and stuff like that. There it is, looking very cool. They're a pretty cool unit. And they will be mixed in with the Harganeth Executioners. These guys are the Dark Elf Greatswords. They have these insanely cool gold masks of like skull face things going on. And I love the way they hold their swords. It's like they're ready to just go in. So that's my front line. And then in the middle I have 4 units of Dark Shards, which are elves with repeating crossbows. And one of them, just because I have 50 gold left over, is the Riot Shield guys, the Riot Shield variant, or just shielded variant. They're pretty cool. They sort of rest their crossbows on these special shields. These guys are, yep, armor piercing, quite fast reload time, not bad range. Great option. And then in the back I have 4 units of Dread Spears, which are just like Dark Elf Spear unit, anti-large. They're shielded as well, and charge defense against large foes. So this build is like such an amazing counter for the Lizardmen. It is so potent. So as the High Elves, against the High Elves, this might be a bit harder to sort of, you know, guarantee success every time because, you know, they've got artillery. The Skaven also have a lot of artillery. Whereas the Lizardmen kind of don't have a mass of artillery. They have one piece of artillery, and they have some okay range, but you don't really have to fear it, so you can sort of bulk up like this. And we've got my front line here that are going to engage with the Lizardmen infantry, and these guys will trade well with them, and these Harganeth Executioners will out-trade them and slaughter them every single time because they're awesome elf mask, badass mofos. And then we've got the ranged supremacy here in the Dark Shards, and the back of the Dread Spears here, the back line with Dread Spears. This is to deal with the inevitable monsters that the Lizardmen are going to bring. Talking T-Rex ass, mofos, giant Triceratops looking ass, Stegosaurus ass, and they're going to be charging through, and I've got these Dread Spears to deal with them. And these Dread Spears are also going to be good for dealing with cavalry trying to get around the back, because when someone's playing against you in ranked and they see this juicy line of crossbows, they're going to want to get into that. Right, we'll run through this guy's contingent. He has 2 units of Skink Skirmishers here. Quite a cool unit. Not as cool as the Chameleon Skink Skirmishers, but whatevs, I'll let him off. He has 2 units of Cold One Spear Riders. Perhaps not the best choice against this build because these guys are anti-large, but I'm sure they do some work if they manage to get into the old cross beesies, and they're dinosaurs riding dinosaurs, so pretty awesome. And then for his main army, he has a range of stuff. He has a Skink Cohort, which are pretty weak, but they're very cheap. He has Saurus Warriors backed up by Croxagores. Look at the Croxagores. They are so cool looking. I love the colours on them. It's amazing. So Saurus Warriors backed up with Croxagores, more Saurus. 1 unit of temple guards, who are like the most elite, basically, Lizardmen frontliners. I think they have armor piercing, which is really good, because I don't know if normal Saurus warriors have armor piercing. Let's have a look. Nope, they don't. So this is pretty much your only armor piercing frontline troop, these temple guards. And they have bonus versus large. So they're really good. They're really good, but they're so expensive, like crazy expensive. And another skink cohort. He has a Bastillodon with solar engine. So this is his artillery, basically. Oh, pause it quickly, because someone popping up on me frickin' thing. This is his artillery. I think it does quite good damage. Magical attacks, flaming attacks. Oh, and it lowers the accuracy as well. Lowers the accuracy of the thing that it hits. It's really good. It's armor piercing. It's not a bad choice, I don't think. And for his leader, he has Mazdamundi on Zlak, his incredibly ornate Stegodon that is probably quite pissed off that it has a giant obese toad on its back, but still going to do a good job. And I think this is really strong as well. Him on Zlak, armor piercing, blah blah blah, really strong. So I didn't actually see the Cold One Riders, which is a bit stupid because I don't think they're... Oh no, they are hidden. Okay, so that's why I didn't see them. They're going to come into play later, which is going to be cool. So in this army, Malekith is my absolute ace in the hole every single time. On Seraphon, he's mobile, he's super powerful, and he's got loads of great spells. We'll run through them quickly. Noxious Breath is the dragon's ability, Seraphon's ability, and that will be firing Noxious Breath. It's a pretty cool attack, does good damage to units. Power of Darkness is really good. It's to do with the Winds of Magic, so when you're running low on Winds of Magic, you can use this on yourself, and it damages yourself, but it you know, it gives you more winds and makes your charge, like makes your magic recharge faster, so it's really good. Chill Wind is good. It's like a wind spell. It slows and does damage, not that much damage. Blade Wind is a vortex spell, which I use a lot and is really powerful, but obviously you can't guarantee which direction it's going to go in. Doombolt is a bombardment. It homes in on a target. Very good single target damage, I think. Oh, it's okay. It's strong versus both. It says it can be versus a single combatant or a hero, a single unit or a hero, sorry. And Soul Stealer, if Malakith gets really hurt and you've got 18 Winds of Magic, it's quite expensive, but you have the recharge here. You can suck the life out of the enemy lord, which is awesome, and it heals him up. And he has Gaze of Malice, which is a bound breath spell, so it doesn't use Winds of Magic, and it does damage. So straight away, I do what I always do. I'm going out, I see the Temple Guards, I want to get early damage in. So Seraphon's going to do the Noxious Breath, and we're going to clip these Temple Guards here and do actually more damage to the Saurus Warriors, but it doesn't matter, it's all good. I quickly got to this hill here because I see this is a very advantageous position for my Dark Shards to be able to absolutely pour the damage on. My opponent wisely sort of recenters himself to face me at a better angle. And I quickly have to respond by turning my units around. Chill Wind going off there, doing a little bit of damage. Bit late on my micro here. Yeah, turn my units at the last second. I guess it was because I was trying to do magic. So they're going to form up. And we're going to be hit pretty hard. I mean, he has Croxagors, who are very powerful, backed up by Saurus. He's going to do alright. He's going to do alright. We'll watch the charge, I guess. Not as damaging as you would have thought. I guess that was the uphill. Then I send Seraphon in, and Seraphon actually terrifies these Croxagors. Terrifies the Croxagors, really limiting the damage they can do to my front line, which is awesome. Because, you know, Malakith, you don't necessarily want him to get stuck too much in the infantry fight, but he is on a giant black dragon that is strong. So here, we are going to get, Mazdamundi's probably going to do a Comet of Cassandora here. But watch this. This is more important. I'm going to do a Blade Wind, which is that Vortex spell here. And it is going to perfectly, not thanks to me, it's complete random chance. it is going to perfectly curl around these units and devastate his flank, and it is going to be awesome. Look at that. Comet of Cassandora smashing into the Black Ark Corsairs. But look at that. That couldn't have gone better, really. Just sort of trimmed a bit off the side. Really positive for me. Took complete whole unit of... oh, it was the Temple Guards. Amazing. That's great news. Right. So at this stage, we're fully engaged. Malekith's doing a great job, doing a lot of damage. Mazdamundi hasn't come in yet. He's staying out for the moment, but he'll have his time. And now, what do we have? The Cold One Spear Riders are coming round. But luckily, because I've got this amazing backline of... oh, banishment going off. Not that effective. Because I've got this amazing backline of spears, I can counter these Cold Ones. And stop them in their tracks, and then start pouring archer fire onto them. So at this stage we've got a lot of routing infantry. His most powerful piece, the Temple Guards, are off. This Skink Cohort here has managed to get up and around, but Skink Cohort's not that damaging. My Harganeth Executioners are probably kicking ass right now. Another Blade Wind. Another Blade Wind is going to do severe damage to these Cold One Spear Riders. Look at that. Routed. Amazing. Can't beat that. That's one unit of Cold Ones off the field. And what's going to happen here? I can't remember everything that happens in this battle, so I'm just going to have to watch. The Crocs of Gauze have come back in. Oh, Murderous Prowess pops, which is a... buff after you kill a load of dudes. I don't know how many. Quite a considerable amount. Then Murderous Prowess will pop, which boosts your entire army's effectiveness in combat. Seraphon here just jibbing a bit. Look, look, look. There we go. That's more like it. Mazdamundi's like, yo, leave my skinks alone. More Comets of Cassandora. Mazdamundi's going to cast Arcane Unforging on me, which I think does damage. Presumably. Oh. So the battle's really underway. The Spear Riders have been dealt with. I mean, they have done a bit of damage to the archers, but for the most part, my front line has crushed his. Going to get rid of those pesky skinks. See you later. And now it's going to start to be a 1v1. I think. I mean, just look at Seraphon. He is awesome looking. Got the Harganeth Executioners. I mean, it's not the best for them, but... Now, here he does actually a pretty good play. He puts Shield of... I've forgotten the name of it. Shield of the Old Ones, which is magic resistance. And I think... I'm not sure. I think it's going to apply to him. And at this point, I've just cast a Doom Bolt, which you'll see coming down from the sky. Where's the Doom Bolt? Oh no, I just did Soul Stealer, so I've actually... Correction. Sorry, it's not a Doom Bolt. It is... Soul Stealer. So I've taken health from him and given it to myself. And as you can see, it's starting to have a big effect on his health. Still got some contingents here fighting. But Mazdamundi is going down. Oh, and Jesus, look at this. Where did you lot run off to, eh? Yeah, they're going to be enough to see them off. And a wind spell here. Gaze of Malice just to Add insult to injury. And there we go. And that's all she wrote. And we'll go have a look at the kills at the end. So as you can see, Malekith got 94 kills. That's exactly what you expect when you do this build. He's, you know, he's the guy that's going to be doing all the damage. I had pretty high health. They're dark elves, actually. High health infantry units left at the end. So I've got a pretty much full health unit of Harganeth Executioners, 2 really healthy Black Ark Corsairs, healthy spears. Malekith's doing good. Crossbow's all right. You know, this build is very potent against the Lizardmen. Like, very, very potent. I'd recommend anyone bringing it. And, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm certainly enjoying playing the new game. Let me know if you want to see whatever content you want to see. I'll do any build, try anything out. Just post a comment, like and subscribe. Alright, see you later, gangsters.